Hello, I'm Dr. Ross Walker and welcome to the checkup. Hello, Dr. Ross Walker and welcome to the checkup. This week we're talking about the decade of the 40s. Now, here's the problem. I've said in a previous checkup that our bodies were designed to work for 30, 40 years wandering around a jungle with a spear. So our use-by date in reality is about 40. We had our head ripped off by a saber-toothed tiger, or we died of some infection in our 30s and 40s. So when you hit 40, you're going towards, for a woman, menopause. So I think the premenopausal phase for women starts around age 35, where the body starts to change. And for men, we don't miss out either. We have a thing called andropause, where we lose our testosterone, the women lose their estrogen, and to a lesser extent, progesterone. So when you get into your 40s, that's when your metabolism starts to slow. When you hit 50 and 60, it gets even slower and slower. And that's where you really need to make sure you don't start to creep on the weight. So I see the decade of the 40s as the decade of metabolism. Now, Carl Jung, that wonderful psychiatrist I've mentioned before, he talks about the archetype of the statesman. So in your 40s, you're established in your career, you want people to respect you, you do like the accolades that you get for it, and that's all part of being the statesman archetype. But it's also the time when you are so busy that you don't have that time to exercise, and you still may be eating the same amount of food that you ate in your 20s, but your metabolism can't cope with it. So the reality with metabolism, it is calories in, so that's everything that goes in your mouth apart from water, which so food and fluid, which includes alcohol, which includes your coffees and everything else, versus metabolism or calories out, which is exercise, movement, and just your own inherent metabolism, which, as I've said, slows as you get older, especially as you approach 50. So I think in your 40s, you've already established your exercise habit in your 20s, you've already gotten rid of all those bad habits in your 30s. Now you need to look at your diet and look at your ongoing exercise to make sure that weight doesn't creep on, because you see many people in their 40s start to bulk up and put on that weight. And we do know that the weight gain that you may have in your middle age, which I consider about 35 up to about 65, the weight gain you have there will determine many health habits and health problems as you get older. That's the checkup. We'll talk more next week.